You can start.
All right. Today I'm going to talk to you about the history of the radio. There's controversy over who really invented the radio. Was it Nikola Tesla or was it Guglielmo Marconi, an Italian scientist? Guglielmo Marconi first filed a patent for the radio in 1896. It was only a 2-circuit short-range patent, and it was in England. In America in 1897, Tesla filed a patent for a basic radio technology and got it approved. And Guglielmo Marconi kept trying to file a patent in 1900, 1901, 1902 in America for a radio, but kept getting declined because of his use of the Tesla coil, which Nikola Tesla invented. And the Supreme Court made a decision that Tesla was the true inventor of the radio because Guglielmo Marconi could not have invented it without the use of the Tesla coil. And those dates were from pbs.org. The radio was first used as Morse code over a short distance, and then in the early 20th century it evolved into how we use it today. Radio broadcast connected the country and made news a national subject. You could hear the president speaking immediately, giving his speeches, and you could listen to baseball on the radio. It made news a national subject. There are many people that use the radio, some for enjoyment, some for their job. Many airline pilot navigators use the radio to communicate, and so do ship navigators. It's also used in case of like a disaster. There's a black box in the back of a plane that would send out a radio signal that will tell the people looking for the plane where the plane is. The same thing goes for the ships. And so there are kind of two types of radio waves of the radio we think of today. There's AM and there's FM, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation. And this is an example of a radio. Amplitude modulation is the amplitude is the size of the wavelength, and the frequency is how far the peaks are from each other. Amplitude can go over a longer range, and frequency is over a shorter range. When it first started, amplitude was more common, and now the FM is more common. And it has evolved to be used with televisions. The antennas on the television, on the old televisions anyways, send and receive the radio wave signals, giving you a picture on the television. And the radio waves are also called Hertzian waves. That's a scientific term. The future of radio is not all that promising. With all the internet sites such as Spotify and Pandora, and people having their phones with downloaded music onto them from Apple Music, it just less and less people are listening to broadcasters on the radio. But there is satellite radio, which is a fairly new technology, which is in lots of the new cars, and it allows for people to pay a subscription, same as Spotify, and to be able to listen to the radio pretty much everywhere.